So all you autistic out there, you're asking me right now, how do you do it? You mean that I am a solo with nobody with me, nobody watching my back? I don't have my sister here with me, or the 3 powders that are with me. They do a nice job of protecting me. Is that I've worked my whole life about holding myself back. Car shows at Bartle Hall where you can hear a pin drop and then they open up the gates and then here comes, and you can't hear yourself right in front of somebody. You can't. And then finally back to quiet, pin drop, and you come back down. It's a rock star being on the stage. Freddie Mercury, we lost him, but he was great. I mean, that's just a commanding performance. 3 feet off the ground and come back behind the stage and the curtain and be able to come back down and live a social life back where everybody else is. It's about controlling, okay? Me right now, I got a camera, which is not good. It kind of makes me get looked at, all right? But I'm moving. I'm still walking, okay? That's why I'm not sitting here trying to put it in somebody's face. If I was, I'd probably get it real quick. All right, it's more like me trying to see the pier. Would I say anything? I'd be real careful about saying anything right now. Well, because it's what I've went over with you with before. I'm sorry. I keep on saying this over and over because I want these tapes to come out, but every time they're blocked in this way and they're blocked. I did 80 hours and sent it to the government and it was blocked, and it's just, they keep getting blocked, okay? Hopefully, maybe this one makes it out. More than anything, I wanted the judges and I wanted the social workers and I wanted the policemen and the firemen to watch the eyes of an autistic person walking down the pier, and what I would say as compared to what you would say, my mind and my soul are just in different places than others are. All right? The more that you end up seeing and identifying with autism is the easier it is for you all to be around it and not be whatever weirded out by it. Is that good to say? Okay? You know, I want to pass myself on to the greatest autistic interpreter that there is, and that's whoever's going to end up beating me, a little autistic interpreter. I want to end up making it out of a little FCC girl, a new girl, 23, I don't know, when did they come? Right out of college? And then I want to put my Ozzy in her, and I want her to put her social in me. What will happen? She'll become the greatest autistic interpreter. Just spend just a little bit of time with me. You with me, Littles, right? It's just a beautiful day here. Come on. It is. Aussies. I'm 53 years old, and I'm the highest one you're ever going to speak to. The reason why? Because that person would be in an autistic home, and he wouldn't be speaking, all right? If I went away, spent some time in a cabin or whatever, I probably wouldn't come back the next time. But with those mirrors and with this, the 2 things that I taught myself that I was doing, and I even call it, I'll even tell people at the electronics store. Come in hot from the day, you've already rehearsed what you're going to say, you know it. You go up to the counter and you say, you already know where to tell the person to go and this, and you probably could take care of the whole transaction yourself. And you know what you're going to say, and you walk up there and you're da-da-da-da-da-da, and it's not what you meant to say. But after you've said it once, then you can say it the second time and nail it every time. You know this, Aussies. I know it too. So I started telling people, I said, hey, I'm autistic, you know. If I don't get this right the first time, you just give me that second time and I'll nail it. I was telling people. They kind of laugh, chuckle. At least I'm not the retard, you know. But the other way, I'm going to walk past this. It's Hollywood, baby. Everybody's everybody. Call it banging words. I'll say a word in my head. I'll say a word out loud in my head, and then I'll say it out. And then I'll grab the next word and I'll say it in my head, and then I'll throw it out. I call it banging words. But my speech slows down and I throw a lot of Forrest Gump into it because I have to talk a lot slower because I'm trying to go over the repercussions and the meaning of what this word's going to say. Am I speaking out of my emotions and feelings, or am I say something in a social conscience of speech that these people would understand? Right now, it's best for me to just keep my mouth shut right here. If I'm approached, I will say good morning and good afternoon, and I'm very, very kind, okay? As far as women, I'm country. I'm not going to take the sidewalk up from a woman. I'm just not. I'm not. I wouldn't want her breaking her ankle or anything. And so usually when you're that kind of courtesy about walking around and give way or this or that, then there's not a hassle. If you try to go dominant, there's a lot of big boys out there, okay? All right? And kids, you know. I'm just kind. When I walk the streets of Hollywood, I'm real kind. Always. And usually you'll get a lot of smiles for it. So we're at the end of the pier. I guess all you make it. What, does anybody fall asleep? I hope not. Littles, wake up. Wake up. We're at the pier. Come on.
That's a great
LT, that's the ocean, honey. Isn't it beautiful? Oh, it's so beautiful and it's so powerful, honey. It's what rules the world. Everything. Oh, isn't it beautiful? Honey, this isn't in my head right now. This is in my emotions. You guys shut your head off for a second, will you? When I died out there in the desert, that's a whole story. I don't want to get into it. But when I was headed off, before I got pushed back, I realized you're taking the good stuff with you. The really good, heavy emotions that you took in your feelings, you know, through your soul, they're heading off with you. All that other waste is just getting left behind. It's all the stuff in your head. You're lucky if you even keep that stuff in your head when you're a silver in the silver homes for the last 10 years. You forget most of it. You just do. Hey, it's me, Ma. Ellie, your daughter. Oh, yeah. And then once again, it's who are you? Ellie. Right? And 3 times. I mean, you just forget that stuff. Hey, I'm Roy, the pizza delivery boy. Well, all right. Where's that pizza at? That's just where it's going to get. I hope that y'all get out there right now and start taking some stuff in your feelings and your emotions so you can have something to take with you. Okay? Leave. We did the opposite. We have evolved to leaving the emotions and the feelings at home and going throughout our day so that way we can block everything off. I'm not able to do that. I've never, for one day in my life, been able to do that. Yeah. The feeling that this is, I'm wondering if you're getting it through here because this isn't a thought. It's not. This is a feeling. It is. This is not a thought. We're at the end of the Santa Monica Pier. Now you're looking back at the beach. That's so neat. Little lifeguard trucks. It's beautiful. It just feels beautiful. I'll get right back at you.